right, so can everyone see my screen? Uh, network. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. My network is lagging a bit. Um, oh, what is all this now? Open. What is it? Sorry. All right. So I'm going to chat, and today I'll talk about the market structure. And one thing you should know is that there is no difference between the risk and the financial market. If you understand the financial market and also understand the risk, there is no difference. The only difference is just that the risk does not deal with news and all of that. So that's just the difference. The risk does not deal with news and all of that. So all right, so we move to charts, and I would love to talk about market structure. This is the 25 index. Talk about market structure, and oh, please let me 9 people entered the meeting. Oh, okay. So when it comes to the charts, because of people who are new to forex trading, I'm supposed to, okay, maybe I won't talk about analyzing today. Rather, I will talk about time frames. I hope you all can I hope you all can hear me clearly. All right, so let me even check if you all hear me. Before I proceed. Uh, I'm not seeing charts. Okay, okay. Can everybody hear me and see my screen because I was about talking about charts. I want to proceed. Can you all hear me? I'm not getting a response. I'm not getting a response. Can you all hear me? Oh God. Can you all hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I started since I didn't know that I had to approve how to approve the participant before joining. All right, so I hope everyone can hear me clearly. I hope everyone can hear me clearly because I'm moving right away to the chat.
Yes, we can hear you.
You can hear me, indicate you can hear me. Please and meet yourself. I never said all these things. Meet yourself. Okay, thank you so much. So let me go back to sharing my screen because I shared the screen earlier on. Um, all right. So because of the newbies in our midst, I would not just go straight to. I won't just go straight to talking about the full analysis. Now I'll talk about the time frames. About time frames, and okay. So I'm talking about time frame, or let me just talk about some of the tools we use for trading. We have okay, we have our time frames. You can see the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minutes. You can see the 30 minutes. Now, when we talk about time frames, it's categorized into it is categorized into three major time frames. We have the higher time frames, we have the lower time frames, and we have the intermediate time frame. Normally, I don't use this derivative platform to trade. I use Meta 5 platform to trade. So the Meta 5 or the Meta Trader is the most popularly used trader. They use a trading app when trading. Is the most is the most popularly used trading app. So that is what I use for trading, but this is just for analysis for this class. Now we have the three major time frames. We have the higher time frame, we have the lower time frame, we have the middle time frame. The higher time frame starts from a month. We have 1 month, we have a week, we have daily, we have 8 hours, we have 4 hours. The higher time frames, even the 2 hours and 1 hour too, the higher time frames. Then we have the lower time frame, which is the 1 minute, the 15 minutes. You can also see 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They are lower time frames, and we have the intermediate, which is 30-minute time frame. Now, for how do we use these time frames? We use these time frames for different things, or we use these time frames for in different intervals. Now, when you start your analysis, first of all, you start with your higher time frame. You start with your higher time frame because the higher time frame helps you to see the general view of the market. So currently on this chart, you will see that it is on 24. If I move it to 8 hours, it changes. So if I click on the 24, it's giving me what the larger view of the market from the 24 hours time frame. But this is not the highest. This is the daily time frame. But the highest is from the 1 month. Now you hear people say they left a trade for a month. Some people can leave trade for 3 months. It's because of what they were seeing from the higher time frame. Because what you see from the higher time frame, we now determine, okay, this trade is going to be a long buy, or this trade is going to be a long sell. Understand? So it is what you see from the higher time frame that helps you keep your trade for a longer time. That is where the higher time frame comes in. Now, the intermediate time frame is not so much important because it is rarely used. But the lower time frames are the time frames you use to take your entries. What that entries is to execute your trade. You don't take your entries from the daily time frame. You take your entries from the lower time frame. I do hope everybody is seeing and hearing me clearly. Can everybody see and hear me clearly? Let me know that I'm talking close to myself. If you can hear me, comment on the chat box. And is everyone to seeing the screen? Can everyone to see the screen, the share screen? Is everyone seeing the share screen as well? Oh, we can hear you. We can see and hear you clearly. Okay, okay. Wanted to be sure. Okay, so like I said, that what the higher time frame is for you to see the market in a broad view. See the market in a broad view. Because when you're seeing the market in a broad view, you know, okay, this market is going to be a long-term market. But that is what people used to trade generally. But that is not what I used to trade. This is just what the basics. This is just the foundation. Now, like I said, that what you start your analysis from the higher time frame. You don't go to 15 minutes time frame and go and start analyzing. You are wrong because the 15 minutes time frame is only showing you a fragment of what is happening from the higher time frame. But it is what you are seeing from the higher time frame that will give you a long-term view of where the market is heading to. It is very, very important that what you start from the higher time frame. Now, there are some tools that are here. And now, this what you are seeing in the chart, you are seeing green and red. The green and red is the green means that the market bought, while the red means the market sold. That is for the individual candles. I'm not talking about the general trend of the market. I'm talking about the individual candles. When you see a candle that is green, it means that okay, for this one that is it is on the daily time frame for a whole day. It is on the daily time frame. So for this whole day, it means that the market bought for the whole day. And that is the buyers take charge of the market for the whole day. Now, trading is about what buyers and sellers. That is what we see on the chart. So the chart actually interprets. Okay. Admitted. So the chart actually interprets what is going on between the buyers and the sellers. This is what this chart now is showing us. The chart is showing us what's happening between what the buyers and sellers. So it is what we are seeing from the candlestick that that makes us know, okay, is it the buyer that is taking charge or the seller that is taking charge? You hear terms like the support and the resistance. You hear terms like supply and demand zones. We will still get to all of that, but I want us to get what this aspect of our time frame. Now, when you want to analyze, remember this. When you want to analyze, don't go and start analyzing from your 10 minutes, in fact, from your 1 hour, even from your 4 hours. No, go first to the monthly time frame and look at general view of the market. Now, some people might not really understand when I said general view of the market. So let's just leave it at that. But let me just explain some terms for you. Now, this is the candlestick. The candlesticks help us to interpret what is going on in the market. You can see a candle and you say, okay, there's a buying pressure, or you can see a candle and say there's a selling pressure. Sometimes candle helps us to know if the market is going to change trend. Sometimes the candles helps us to know if the market is going to change trend. Now there's a different topic on candles alone. The candlesticks you see on chart has a different subject on its own, and it's going to take a while to understand candlesticks, but it's a different subject on its own. Don't any mistakes. That means actually let me know the price. My sister's using the all right, so candlestick gives you signals. Candlesticks too also will give you signals. Oh, okay, there might be a trend reversal, and all of that. As like understanding candlesticks too is important, but it is not really really important. Candlesticks are not really that important like that. Understand? It's not really that important. So we have talked about candlesticks. Then we have what we call the trend line. The trend line, this is how the trend line looks like. Sometimes we use the trend line to get the direction of the trend of the market. This trend line at times to get trend of the market. Now this is how the trend line is. This is how the trend line is. So I drew this trend line from this point to this point. You should also know how to draw your trend lines. We'll still get to all of that. Knowing how to draw your trend line, knowing where to start when you want to draw your trend line, it is very important. We have the horizontal line. Have the horizontal line, and this is the horizontal line. This is how it looks like. Now, all these are tools we use for trading. These are tools that some people also use for their strategies and all of that. Like my mentor, he makes use of the trend line a lot. He makes use of trend line a lot. But I myself, my own strategy works with the horizontal line. So you see that these are what are apparatus. They are tools that we use to analyze the market. Why there's what we call the equidistant channel. Is the equidistant channel. The equidistant channel is used to determine channels. It is used to determine channels, and I will still come to that. Now, this is how a channel looks like. What you are seeing right here is channel. This is how a channel looks like. This here is a channel. This is what an equidistant channel looks like. So this is used to determine a channel, which is a wave. All of these, we are still going to talk about it because Forex is very, very broad. Forex is very, very broad. So this is to know waves. It's for determining waves and determining a channel in the forex market. Then we have some tools that we might not really go into all of those tools because there are so many tools. But I'm just highlighting the ones that are important. And we have this. This is a rectangle. This is how it looks like. Most times, it is being used to identify zones. This is being used to identify zones. To mark out zones. Okay, this is sorry. This is a zone. So the rectangle is used to what? Is used to map out zones. Then we have the range. Please make sure you're writing out these things down. They are very, very important. They are a part of the tools that we use for forex trading. Now, this range, called range. Yes, this is range. Yes, price range. So this price range is what you use to calculate how much you can make in the market and how much you can lose to determine your lot, your pips. We will still get to all of that. I think maybe it is best I just list out these apparatus for today because I don't want to fill people with a lot of knowledge. Those that are just getting to me about forex. I don't want to give you a lot of details. So this one is price range, and price range is used to determine how much you make in when you go into that market. For instance, now for instance, if I want to take a trade, it is used to also it is used also to help you set your take profit, or know the distance between your take profit, how many pips is your take profit, how many pips is your stop loss. This is what the price range helps you to do. Now you can see some numbers out there. So it is telling you that from here, it's telling that from here from this place to this place is a particular range. From here to here is also a particular range. Now you still learn how to calculate your profits, how to calculate your stop losses. I'm just taking it down, for people who are just new to trading. And that's why we did a poll to know those people who are totally new to trading. So if you are not totally new to trading, I apologize. We have to carry everybody along. Now, I talked about the trend line. I talked about the horizontal line. I talked about the rectangle. Now, the trend line is used to determine the trend of the market. The trend line is used to determine what the trend of the market. The horizontal line Um, the horizontal line is used for my own strategy. That is what I use the horizontal line for. And there's something also it is used for, but I will not unveil it here. So I use the horizontal line for my own strategy. In fact, I don't need all of these channels and all of this. I don't need them for my strategy. Unless maybe I want to look for a long-term trade. Okay, I can now look for a market that is in channel. I use channel. So all of these are used when they are needed. All of these are used when they are needed. Then this horizontal line, this rectangle is actually for zone to mark out zones. There's what we call zones in the markets. This is where we call zones. And then this price range, like I've said, is for you to determine the price, determine your profit, determine your loss. And if you don't want to use this, you can as well use there's a tool also that you can use. Okay. Is it this? No, it's not. Yes, okay. This tool, when you want to take a cell, when you want to take a cell, you can you can use this also. So this also is also for determining your profit and your loss. And this is for I think this is for sell. So when you want to sell, your profit is going to be you want to say your profit is going to be down. When you are looking for a sell opportunity, your profit is going to be down. So this green part here is the part where is the part for your profit. So let's say I want to sell this market now. This part here, this part here is going to be my take profit. While this upper part where you are seeing this red is going to stand as my stop loss. Now you see why it's very, very important that you know your take profit, you know your stop losses. So this will help you, know how much you are going to lose in a trade or how much you are going to make in trade. So same thing too applies to this also. This is when you want to take for your buy position. Now, when you look at this, you see that the green part is up. So it's to tell you that your take profit is because you placed a buy trade. That means the market is going to move up. That's when you are placing a buy trade, meaning that your profit is going to be here, and why your stop loss. That is, if it goes against your prediction or your analysis, your stop loss is going to be below. The stop loss is going to be below. So that is it for the stop loss and the take profits. So remember this that when you are selling, your take profit is going to be down. Then when you are buying, your take profit is going to be up. So that is it for that. Every other tool here is not really necessary. It's not really necessary. And one thing you should take note of when you are analyzing, try to make your chart to be as simple as it is. Like I said, forex trading is very very easy. Is in fact is very very easy. It's just that you just need to get the right knowledge. And for me, like I said, I don't use all of this. I don't use all of it because I'm already into the system. I don't need to start using this for my take profit and all of that. There are still other means whereby we can calculate this. That will be in our next class. So in our next class, I might not use this. I might use the MetaTrader on my system because that will help me to explain some terms easily. And as you can see here, you are not seeing the monthly time frame. You are not seeing the weekly time frame. What you're only seeing is 24 hours, 8 hours, the 4 hours, and all of that. So I don't like using this to do my analysis. I was using this before, but I got to discover something and I stopped using this for my analysis. So I use the MetaTrader 5. So it is going to help us to the MetaTrader 5 is going to help us to get some things easy. When it comes to even knowing your take profits and your stop losses, it is going to make those things very much easy. All right, all right, all right. Okay. So that is it for today. I wouldn't want to go deeper to start making things complicated for the newbies. For the newbies. If you have any question you want to ask, you can ask. I wanted to move into the market structure. I wanted to move into market structure. Okay. Is there noise at the background? I wanted to move into market structure, but I don't want to, for the people who are just new into these things, that they will not just at the end get more confused. So, if there's a question, you can kindly ask me now so that I will start answering them as soon as possible. It's already 9 o'clock, and I believe it is fair to have a class. Okay, I've muted everybody. I hope I recorded this section. Oh my God, that's true. Oh, I just put I recorded this. Okay, I think it's on record. Yes, yes, sir. You will get access to the recording. So I've given you time frames. I've break down the time frames into um, 3 categories. Then I've told you about um, the trend line, the rectangle, the horizontal line, the equidistant channel. All these are what are trading tools that we use for analyzing forex market. If you have any question, just kindly raise your hand. I think 1 hour is enough for us to have this class. In our next class, I will going deep into analysis. I've been going into analysis. And if there's anybody that does not understand these aspects now, ask your question so that I can carry everybody along. I don't want anybody to be lost along the way. And there is something that crossed my mind. Um, okay, I think I'll just leave that for now. If there's any question, just raise your hand. And if there is no question, I think we should call it a day. If there are no questions, I think we should call it a day so we can all go and rest for tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all participating. Um, you will see a lot of results from forex trading when you put in effort to it. When you put in effort to it, I do tell people forex trading changed my life. And if you put effort to it, you are determined to be successful. Like coach will always say, if you are determined to be successful, success all boils down to the heart. All boils down to the heart. When you say this thing, people that are making it, they don't have 2 heads. They don't have 2 heads. So if you are fortunate to make it in forex trading, you will make it. Yes, if I am successful, you also can be successful. So that is it for today. Thank you everyone for joining, and we'll call it a day. We do have this class once every week or twice every week. Although I myself am a very busy person, so um, I don't know. Maybe we'll discuss that in the group. Maybe we'll discuss that in the group. All right. So thank you all for connecting, and God bless you. We are going to all be successful. Millionaire is in you. The millionaire is in you. I believe so much in every one of you. I believe so much in every one of you. And because you make it, you will make it. That is one of my biggest prayer. This you will make it. Please don't let anybody make it. No, don't let anybody make it look as if Forex is not expensive or you cannot learn, you cannot understand Forex. Forex is very, very easy. Honestly speaking, my strategy is one of the easiest. In fact, this is one of the easiest. I'm so eager to share it, and at the same time, I'm not so eager to share it because it is life changing. It is my secret code to doing Forex. Thank you all for connecting.
Chairman
We'll
property.
meet again in our next class. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Nípa sọ́pàtì ti lọ nílò ní 34 minutes.